brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. We are starting off today in a 50-person free-for-all. Now we are starting in a kind of, I want it to be a little bit more centralized, and we'll get a little spots in kind of more centralized Europe and see how things go from here. Now with this strategy, I am just trying to get a good starting point. Yeah, okay, I was about to say maybe Africa would be a good place for us, but nope. Okay, so a guy goes right on top of us. That's a little bit unfortunate. We'll have to kind of make do with things. I'm going to go with the little bit more aggressive expansion path just based off of his proximity to us. I want to make sure to be able to cut him off from these bots to the southwest and kind of have that be our primary expansion path. So we do manage to get the truce with him. That was pretty good for us, and hopefully that truce will hold. Now this will be the goal here is to kind of cut him off at Tina. If we can cut him off through Tina, that okay, so we're not able to do that. That's a little bit unfortunate. Just missed that time by a little bit. I was trying to be conservative with the troop growth pattern, but overall we do still manage to get a lot of land out of this. We get the crown, and so now we can enter the bot phase with projecting a lot of strength. So looking around, we're just gonna be growing outwards. I do want to go up north, but more than anything I do want to go south and west. So those are gonna be my primary goals. This SCP guy is growing rather aggressively to the north, so I want to keep an eye on that, especially when that bot Avery goes down. And he did go down for a brief second. I'm gonna have to push through him because this SCP guy is going ahead and cutting him off. So we do manage to get a good grouping through there, and now we can push south a little bit, and that's a decent start. We do manage to get the crown out of this. Not as much cohesive land as I would like, and not as clear expansion paths either. So let's go ahead and get some truces out, see what we can do on this front, and see who we need to be aware of in the coming moments. That guy up there is going to be a little bit strong opponent. Now SCP, Iceland, Grown, and United Nations are our strongest neighbors for the time being. That could change, but for right now, that's what we're looking at. And none of them are too weak. Tonga time is the weakest. Let's grab that little bit of land at 150,000, but not necessarily weak enough for me to attack. I feel like that would be weakening myself up to a big gang attack gang up afterwards. So we'll just have to wait like this. You know, we're not getting opportunities like some of these people are with some weak players to our east. That's a little bit unfortunate, but we do get this guy to leave and this guy as well. So that's actually huge opportunities for us, and that's why you got to be patient and ready for those. So we do get a good amount of land, but we have fallen down to 9th place. So let's maybe send a boat up here. This guy's rather weak. He's got a lot of troops or a lot of land. So let's go ahead and start attacking into him. He's trying to kick us off. Let's just make sure to keep a foothold on there. The player to the north is also helping out. So he full sent somebody else. So we grab all of this land. So good move on our end. Does weaken us up a little bit, and it does put us right next to the crown, who does have less troops than us, but obviously we're not going to engage in that without a lot of help. And I don't think, you know, getting people to help you attack the crown is always a big gamble, whether that is going to work out or not. So I'd rather not, and especially because we're not going to gain the most land out of that attack anyways. If we were to attack now, the best targets for us would be Iceland, United Nations, and SCP. Those are the people we have the best borders on. United Nations is getting attacked by Iceland. Okay, SCP just attacks us out of nowhere. We had not even attacked him once, so that's a little bit unfortunate for us. Hopefully that doesn't weaken us up enough for anybody to want to join in. But fortunately for us, Grown doesn't realize what's going on, so he does not have, he doesn't get any of this land, and me and Adi share the land. So pretty good move, pretty good fortune on our end, and we'll go into Adi. I feel like we can get some help on this. Grown might want to help out attack. I think this is a pretty good move, and also he's rather strong. So all we need is a boat from the north player, or honestly Grown or Mag. Okay, so Mag does full send Grown. That's a little bit unfortunate for us. United Nations is wanting us to attack Iceland. No shot of that. I'd rather keep going into Grown, who's a little bit weak. Let's go ahead and get a bigger attack in. I do not want this guy to be stronger than us and our neighbor, but United Nations full send, so we're joining in on that. So we get a little bit of land out of that. We move back up into 6th place. We're not really getting a ton of things done in the way. If you look at the leader, he's at 75,000 pixels down there in Africa. Oh, darn it, we got full send. Okay. So that was the worst time full send that we could possibly ever have. That blue player already being attacking by the time that happens perfectly cut us off, so we lose out on a lot of land and all of our work from doing so. So Now we just kind of have to be patient here and see what develops. We're not in a real good position to do anything other than maybe attack this guy, since the purple player is going on him pretty hard. And that's going to work out really well for us. But after this, we're going to have to be a little bit patient. He full sends. Wonderful. So Groan is also now distracted once again. He's actually getting attacked by the blue player up north. Let's go ahead and wait on this. Maybe he'll get full sent. And we have great borders with Groan. This guy leaves as well. So let's grab this Groan's land and this guy's land. And now we're a threat on the board in second place. So hopefully this will be big enough for people to not see us as the next weakest link. But we are in a position in the middle of people definitely wanting to gang up on us. But we do get some truces offered. And we have truces with 3 of our 4 neighbors. And kind of what my strategy would like to be, I do not want to attack the blue player. He is kind of my shield against the crown. And the crown is rather strong. He wants me to attack the purple player. I'm going to give him the thumbs up, even though I'm probably not going to attack him. Just because I don't really have a lot to gain out of him. Bobbing Bird would get in most of the land, so with the Spanish Empire. If anything, I'd like to attack the Bobbing Bird. He's the person I have probably the best borders with. But for right now, I do not. I feel like if I joined in on any, or if I initiated any attack, people are going to join in on attacks on me, and I'm going to get ganged up on real quick. So just need to be patient here. Let's go ahead and try and get a truce with this Aloy guy up north. I really want a truce with him. I think he would be a great person to have a truce with. Maybe he would be interested in attacking Bobbing Bird with me. Maybe player 984 we could all gang up on that. I think we all have a good amount to gain off that attack. So unfortunately for us, he does not accept, and now we are kind of in a standoff, just waiting for somebody to make a move, and I do not want to be the first person. So I'm sitting here at full or 0-0-0 interest. Very rare situation. Just kind of waiting for somebody to do something. Brad Money and player 984 do start attacking the Spanish Empire. Not sure if I agree with that move, as Spanish Empire does full send Brand Money, but he's going to get a lot of land out of that and just continue to grow, and there's not a lot of people in. So if in terms of strength I could help out, I mean, if Queen Elizabeth and 984 went in on Brand Money, then this fight could work. I'm just afraid to take attention off of them. I want them to attack Brand Money. I'm not sure exactly. So I either need to attack Aloy or Bobbing Bird. I feel like, okay, so Aloy is attacking us, so that helps solve things out rather quickly. Hopefully Bobbing Bird will help us out with this attack. I think this will be good for both of us. It'll definitely be better, a lot better for him, as he stands to gain a lot from this more than us. So let's just keep attacking Aloy and see what we can do from here. Now I'm going to be patient with my attacks. Again, I want to keep up a high troop count. I definitely want my troops, no matter what, to stay above around 10 million. So that's about as low as I'm going to let myself get, because I do not want people to see my troops being sent out as weakness and then have them attack me. So we'll just keep attacking Aloy, see how things go from here, and just kind of keep whittling him down. This is actually working out really well. The only shame is that Bobbing Bird is not attacking with us. Neither is Queen Elizabeth. I definitely understand Queen Elizabeth. I actually think Queen Elizabeth is getting attacked. Queen Elizabeth does attack me. I'm not sure why. Please don't do that. You're getting attacked. What are you talking about? Why are you stealing an island from me in preparation for some kind of a future attack when you're literally getting attacked? Okay, he full sent on Brand Money. That's pretty big for us. So let's try and grab all of this land now. This is a little bit early. I wish he had held on for just a little bit long, because now we're the front lines for the crown. Now, good news is we can still win this if player 984 helps us. And Bobbing Bird, yes, please do attack Aloy. I need him off my back. Hopefully Aloy kind of understands the situation. No, we're not attacking Bobbing Bird. I don't know why he wants to attack Bobbing Bird. We're attacking Brand Money. We need to do this together. As Aloy is attacking us, that's a little bit unfortunate. Okay, player 984 is attacking Bobbing Bird. Do you not see who's on your border? What's going on? Why would you do that? We need to take down the crown together. Oh, this is unfortunate, because I can't do this without my pixel count, and troops are not strong enough to take on the crown. So the best thing, and Aloy is also attacking, the best thing I can do is just kind of hold in this situation, hoping that player 984 is going to attack, but he does not look like it. Now, the reason I'm not attacking in this situation is when you're being attacked, you do not attack, you hold on to your troops. It's just a little bit more efficient that way. Player 984 does attack us instead, so that's going to be the game right there. What a frustrating way to lose, but oh well. Brand Money, I think this is going to be your victory here. I don't think anybody after this point is going to be able to stop you, so I'm going to give you a nice little clap. Good job, sir, and I'm just going to send a nice little full send to player 984, speed this game along, and player Bobbing Bird was very ready to betray us, I did notice, but we do give him a lot of the land, so that's okay. As we actually run out of land to full send, so let's just send a second full send onto Aloy, and GG's to all involved. Unfortunate loss there, and we'll go on to the next one. All right, next map up, a little 16-player team action battle, so we'll try and go in that middle section again, feeling pretty confident about it this time, especially on a smaller map. I don't feel like they're in a smaller population game size. There is a bad place to go. This is probably one of the smallest Europe maps or population maps I've ever been a part of. I'm actually pretty excited for it because you never know how things are going to develop. And generally, everyone on the board is going to be a huge threat to you just because everyone's going to get so much land. So we're definitely going to go into our more aggressive opening here, seeing how things go. Now, we do have this one yellow player to our east, and that's going to be our only threat on the board, at least for the time being. So we'll keep an eye on that, see how things go, and just kind of move along. Now, he is growing in a relatively smart way, but it doesn't look like we're going to have too much crossover as, well, or too much borders just because the bots are in the way. So we do get off to a pretty good start, get the crown right away, and then we do run out of land, so that's a little bit unfortunate. We didn't have quite the expansion path I wanted. Unfortunately, the bots all just got a little bit too big. I think that might have to do with just not having some players to kind of slow them down in terms of buffers, but we'll just kind of keep expanding. Now, in terms of our overall expansion growth, I do really want to go west, especially because I'm seeing a lot of blue bots to our northeast. That's a little bit unfortunate, but we'll just keep fighting them for land. I don't want them to have too much of it. And we can go up into Scandinavia as well. That'll be helpful, especially as this yellow player doesn't have room to go west because he's would have to go into his own colored bots. So we'll go ahead and grab the rest of these bots up here and then continue down south. Now we'll have to fight through some bigger bots, but it'll be worth it in the end. I'm not the most concerned with the number of troops I'm spending. I'm gonna bank on the land I get outweighing the cost of those troops, so that'll be pretty worth it for us as we go into Naomi next. And if we can get into Naomi, then we can get into this bot Mila down south, and that'll be pretty good for us. Actually, this bot Lily is also a bot, so this is working out rather well for us as we can continue to keep growing and growing. And now we have the crown once again and a pretty good troop size. Now, this is a little bit risky of a strategy as there's a good chance we're going to get ganged up on here, but overall I think this is going to be worth it for us. We'll have to, just take a bet here, bet on ourselves, see how things work out. And unfortunately, we do hit a little bit of a lag spike. That is, again, unfortunate. We'll just have to wait this one out. That's great. At least the game didn't crash. Sometimes that does happen. It's happened to me about 3 times since I've been playing Territorial, and that's always the worst. So happy that didn't happen. We do get a little bit of land out of Italy. Everyone kind of had the same idea of boating over, so we do get this. And now we have to save up a little bit as this guy actually has the crown. Never mind. We're going straight into him. I am not going to let this guy have the crown on my border and have so much land. So let's go ahead and whittle him down pretty heavily. And I'm going to go ahead and do one more and then stop. I do have some strong people on my borders. If they are ganging up on me right now, I could definitely lose, but I don't have the crown myself. Promethea down south does. So I do feel pretty confident about this. Maybe someone will even join me in this attack. Kind of doubtful just because there's nobody who has really good borders. Our one teammate Anime our 2 teammates Anime and 420 are both smaller, on the smaller side. And wow, okay, OG is attacking this pixel player, so instead of us. So I don't think our teammates are gonna be too much of a help for us. We're gonna have some teammates in some other players. So let's go ahead and try and get some truces out and see what happens. Ecuador is attacking player 420. Not a lot I can do there. I've already made quite the enemy of the bot. Kayla is attacking OG. I've already made quite the enemy in this OG player. He's in 3rd place, so we need to focus our energies on taking him down. So unfortunately, player 420 is going to lose out. I actually kind of like having Ecuador as a teammate just because I can see the white team is going to be quite the threat. That guy down there has 4 million troops. That's why I'm being a little bit passive in my attacks. I want to get up to his numbers because we're going to touch borders after this, and he could also be attacking if he wanted to and take most of this land. So we'll be patient on that front, just continuously trying to build up our troops, especially because the next fight we're going to have is going to be the hardest fight, and that is going to be against the white team. And hopefully the yellow and red teams do not betray us. Okay, he does full send, but he leaves early, so he doesn't get all of his troops out and doesn't do all the damage he wanted to. So that worked out really well for us, as we're able to cut off the white player and grab all of this area in northern Russia. So that worked out really well for us. We might even get the crown out of this. The red player does full send, so we grab his land as well. We do get the crown. And now we're in an interesting position. We are boatable by Promethea. We do touch player 376, and we are weak. We do not have our full troop count, and I'm a little bit worried the yellow team and the black team are going ham on our bots in Scandinavia. So Promethea is attacking me down in Sicily. That is to be expected. Do need to be a little bit zoomed out here to see what's going on in terms of the overall map, as we are quite large. So what can we do here? I'd love to just go into player 376. Hopefully Promethea will be distracted by somebody else, especially because he's going in on this yellow player and grabbing a lot of land. This is going to be a real challenge taking on both these guys at the same time, but hopefully we can use Ecuador or the black player to our advantage. So we will continue to keep... Okay, Ecuador is also betraying us. That hurts. That's not very good. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Let's get ready for full send. No. We'll play this out. We'll play this out. So Ecuador is weakening himself up a lot, so we can take him out rather quickly. And the black player is still truced with us, so we might be able to win this. Let's try and get you to attack the Promethea. I think what my strategy is going to be is attacking Promethea to make him have to constantly boat back over to me. If I can do that, then it'll be a 1v1 versus the player 376. I just need to keep my troops a little bit higher than player 376's, so he's constantly going into a good defensive modifier. Adal, I am going into Promethea. If you could help out too, that'd be greatly appreciated. But for right now, we're just going to keep knocking him back. We do have a 40,000 pixel advantage on Promethea, so not all is lost, especially because player 376 isn't attacking nearly as aggressively as maybe he should, and Promethea is just having to tank all of these hits, as we are constantly stronger than both players, so their attacks aren't nearly doing as much. And if you keep an eye on our pixel count, we're actually doing pretty well. We're gaining pixels out of this. So again, the fight is not lost as long as Adal does not betray us. If that happens, then the game is quickly over. So, oh, Adal, I am doing that. I am definitely attacking him. So we're actually getting pretty close to knocking him off. Let's go ahead and take away these islands from him, so he has to boat farther away from us. And we'll knock down this attack right here, which is, where's that boat going? That's so interesting. Okay, well, this will give us a little bit of a reprieve to build up our troops, and as we can knock them off of Italy again. And there we go. And another boat is coming, so we have two more boats coming. I think that one's from a bot. But as soon as we knock this one off, then we can start the attack on player 376 and kind of start completing the mission. So Promethea once again is attacking, but he does not have good borders with us anymore, so it's going to be really challenging for him, as we can just quickly knock him off every single time he invades. And player 376 realizes what's going on and does full send, and we get all the land out of that, and now we can quickly join in on the attack on Promethea, bringing the fight to him. And now we're at a position where if Adal did betray us, I think we would still win. Promethea does full send Adal, and that's going to be a nice victory for us. Adal full sends us. What happened? Oh, I was going to peace out with him, but that's unfortunate. Well, we'll grab the rest of these land and then go ahead and can finish out the game here. And as we do so, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far in the video. If you haven't made it this far in the video, hey, give it a thumbs up, especially those of you who've been hounding me to put a loss in the video. There's your loss. Hope you enjoyed it. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.